Hello, everybody. My name is Shadow. What's going on? Today, we plan on doing another KSP mission. And today's plan is we're gonna fly a plane over a mountain, and we're gonna be dropping off a little tiny base, and as well as a little rover with some science gear on it and a bunch of parachutes attached to all of it. Because we're gonna airdrop this stuff right above it and hope they land there safely. And then we're gonna take the plane back, and we're not gonna be able to make it back to the KSC, but we won't be able to go land either on the land or the water. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll show you the build while we're on the flight there, because it takes a couple minutes. Okay. You see, we got three afterburners, three Panther afterburners, and we are using afterburner mode so we can get max thrust, which is pretty nice. This thing does need a lot of speed to take off and be able to climb. Anything above 140 and you can start climbing in this thing. Kind of nice. Our center our weight's somewhere like right here because most of our fuel is up in the front. Most of the structural fuselages. And then we got our thrust all right here in the middle. And our center lift is like right about with our thrust, so it's alright. And now what we're going to start doing is we're going to start turning to the north because we're going to head up to these mountains up here. And we're going to drop the bases off there. Let me just align myself with where I need to be pointing. Something like this. Now, I can show you guys a little bit more of this. So as you can see, we have the little crew part for anybody to stay at. I don't have anybody in it currently because I just didn't want to put anybody in it for now. So it's just Jeb piloting it there. He's going to be dropping it off. The next time we're going to have Jeb drop somebody off there. They'll probably just jump out parachute style and land, hopefully. This thing has solar panels and it has one relay on it and it has two little tiny antennas. And then it has a science kit on it just because that's too big for the rover. Here's a little tiny rover that goes behind it. We got the plane cockpit, the same as what Jeb's in now. It's got some batteries. It's got a little aileron on the back. It's got solar panels and more parachutes and a relay. And one little tiny thruster to help it move around on the mountain because it's probably going to be slow. It's got four little rover wheels. This one only has four little legs. And they both have lights on the bottom so they can light stuff up in case if it's nighttime. And yeah. And as for the carrier plane, it's not too bad. It's just a bunch of structural fuselages strapped together and then some wings that are flattened out and then curved downwards a little bit. And then the weird tail I did. It does keep it pretty steady though. Who knows, I might eventually do this with some of the mountains all around here. Just get a couple mountain bases up. Right now we're heading to this mountain range. And eventually I think we'll have another one here, another one on this one, and another one over here. And that'll get us a couple little mountain bases with the relays. Plus it'll be somewhere that we can travel to every once in a while. Drop supplies off, build a colony. And eventually I want to do ground clamps and put those down and actually build bigger bases than these little mini ones. But the mini ones are going to give us a starter location so we know where to go on the map. Hopefully. That's the plan at least. Because, so what I've seen on KSP2 is eventually there's going to be massive, uh, massive colony building. So I might as well start learning how to build big bases or how to build them while there and ship parts to it, stuff like that. And if it's on curb and I can do it with planes, probably better than I can do it with rockets. Because at least then I'll have finer control of where I want it. There's always a quick save method too. Anyways, you can see the mountain that we're trying to head to. That one right there. We're gonna come in and we might tap the brakes real quick so we have the air brakes deploy, and then we're just gonna deploy the two things and let the parachutes go. This should be able to release and then not explode and hit the ground, hopefully. And yeah. And then after that, all we gotta do is land either on the ground itself or in the water. And the last time I landed on the ground, I only blew up these little fuel tanks back here, so not too big of a problem. Other than that, we got a couple more minutes. It is a slow trip. I can speed it up just a little bit, but that gets risky. Because time warping in the atmosphere is always a risky thing, especially with planes. However, we are gaining speed as we go up. This little, now we're dropping. Yeah, it's an up and down thing. Slow the time warp down just a little bit so we can start pointing down and a little bit to the left. Cut. And just time warp one more. So we're on times two time warp. And we're just going to keep going until we're right above the mountain. You can see I'm just adjusting a little bit, even though we're still time warping. Alright, we're going to be aiming for right about there. Oops. Go to normal time warp. And we're going to want to pull up slightly because we will be losing a little bit of speed when we do try to climb, and then we should pick it back up. Just going to try to pick up a little bit more speed. It doesn't seem we're able to get a lot, but anything is better than nothing. Meanwhile, try to gather a little bit more height. And probably turn. Alright, we're coming up on the mountain. Getting ready to deploy. And now, if you do try to do the same type of mission, the best way to deploy is like hit your space bar and pull up so you don't run into it. And try not to run into the mountain either. Okay. I'm gonna hit the brakes and then deploy them. And now I'm gonna release the brakes and keep going. Now if I just let those be, I can start turning around. I'm gonna start heading towards somewhere to land, probably over here. Now it's our turn to go land. I don't plan on landing up. I mean, I can try, but I don't want to. Just because it is really hilly up there, so I'm just gonna go down here and then I will go to the Space Center most likely, and I will just have him look at it from there. Because I've tried landing on the mountain a few times, but it's hard. Because when I'll be flying at the mountain, I'll look at it and it looks flat, or it'll be looking like it's going downhill, but instead it'll be going uphill. I've had that happen to me enough times that I don't want to try it again. It is fun though. Alright, you can see we're just going down. We're going to extend the wheels, slowly lowering the power. We're going to pull up too low. Um, we'll just shut off the power, in fact. Hit the air brakes and pull our chutes. And there we go, touchdown. And it only took us 25 kilometers to find a reasonable spot, but alright. Good job, Jeb. You landed. We can recover Jeb. Alright. Now let's go check the tracking station to see if this stuff has landed or if it's gone. Okay. They're both landed. Let's go look at them. It's possible they rolled, especially the base one. It's possible that rolled. If it did, though, we'll just try to deploy the legs and make sure that it doesn't roll anymore. Well, that's not good. Let's just go to the tracking center, the space center, and yeah. So we know it landed there, but it has a problem. All right. Well, yeah, we'll deal with this next time, though. Oh, did it say it'll be reset and landed? Okay. Well, if that means it's not moving, then that's fine. We'll deal with that next time. But that does mean that we should have the rover and that thing there. So, yep. Well, it calls it a plane. But yeah, there we go. We got that there and that there. Now we can leave the facility. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. My name's Shadow. You should hit that subscribe button and peace out.